December 1944. Hitler's last great gamble in the West is in full swing. American lines in the frozen Ardennes forest are shattered, and the vital crossroads town of Bastogne is surrounded, its defenders outnumbered, outgunned, and running out of everything. The Allied High Command is desperate to break through. Their plan, a narrow knife-like thrust straight up a single road to link up with the besieged 101st Airborne, and at the very tip of that knife would be one of the newest, most powerful weapons in the American arsenal, a Pershing tank nicknamed Cobra King. Cobra King and its crew were given the ultimate first-in, last-out mission. They would lead the entire 4th Armored Division's relief column, smash through German roadblocks, and be the literal link to Bastogne. The pressure was unimaginable. Every German anti-tank gun on that road would be aiming for the lead tank. But on December 26th, against brutal resistance, they did it. Cobra King rolled into the 101st lines, becoming the legendary first tank at Bastogne. The corridor was open. The siege was broken. But for Cobra King, the real story was just beginning. Because within hours of its historic triumph, this symbol of American resilience completely broke down. Not from enemy fire, but from a massive mechanical failure. The tank's final drive, a crucial part of its transmission, snapped. The mighty Pershing was now nothing more than an immobilized hulk of steel stuck in a field just outside of town. The crew, after their moment of glory, were forced to abandon it. Command saw it as a loss, a piece of equipment to be recovered later. What they didn't see was the terrifying force gathering in the woods directly ahead of it. The German High Command was already reacting. Elements of the elite Panzer Lehr Division were being rushed to the area. Their orders were simple and brutal. Launch a concentrated counterattack, sever the thin American corridor, and reseal the trap around Bastogne. This was a full-scale assault, with tanks, infantry, and artillery poised to fall on a stretch of road that was still chaotic and vulnerable. The American commanders had no idea it was coming, but the German commanders, as they sent scouts forward, made a critical error. Through the morning mist, those scouts spotted the silhouette of Cobra King. It was parked facing their axis of advance. It was a Pershing, a tank they feared, with a reputation for taking out their best. And from a distance, there was no way to tell it was completely crippled. The scouts reported back the Americans had a heavy tank standing guard, blocking the planned attack route. This piece of faulty intelligence changed everything. Faced with what they believed was a fortified position anchored by a powerful tank, the German assault hesitated. Precious hours were lost as they debated, reconsidered, and finally made a fatal decision. They would not attack head-on into what they thought was a prepared kill zone. Instead, they diverted their entire force to try and flank the position. But this rerouted them directly into the teeth of the now alert and dug-in American defenses. The surprise was gone. The momentum was lost. The redirected German attack ran into a wall of artillery and tank fire. It was shattered before it even began. The corridor to Bastogne held, and with it, the entire German offensive began to unravel. And all of this because a broken tank played the role of the world's most convincing bluff. It won a battle without firing a shot by simply looking dangerous while being utterly helpless. Cobra King was eventually recovered and repaired, going on to fight until the end of the war. But its greatest achievement wasn't breaking into Bastogne. It was what happened after its own mechanical heart gave out. It's a strange truth of war. Sometimes perception is more powerful than reality. A 40-ton ghost, sitting silent in a field, did what an army couldn't. It stopped an assault before it even started, simply by being in the wrong place at the right time. Makes you wonder what other history was made not by action, but by sheer accidental illusion.